Also, when I said you shouldn't wear white, I meant because of the background.
Why have you just kicked?
In case you didn't know who was talking to you.
Yeah, they're all need to see Paul Smith. He fucked up on his shows. I went, what? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage. Tony hello, everyone. Paul's let himself go, hasn't he?
I've got to cut my shift short in work to go and co-host to you so you can go and watch your fucking Reds. You fucking gobshite.
Hopefully I'll still have my mojo.
Welcome to Bit Much Babe, the podcast by two women who have often been called a bit much. I'm Kay Nicholson, and that
is Hatty Preston.
Yeah.
I think we should open the episode with me saying that.
Yeah, I think we should as well.
I would.
Should take a finger from anyone.
Anyone.
Not like a what's it called? Like not a cut off finger.
No, not a severed finger.
Thank you. Couldn't think of the word severed.
Okay. That's okay.
Disembodied?
I don't know if that is. I think usually disembodied when your body's been taken. Like people say disembodied head, don't they? Like because the body has been taken off it.
Yes.
So I think maybe disembodied finger. Maybe no. Maybe fair. Gosh, what an absolute way to start this.
What an absolute way to start this podcast.
Zodiac. Also, we've realised just from feedback that a lot of people are commenting on where we film this, and I'd like everyone to know that we know it looks demented. We know that this looks demented.
That we look like we're in an asylum.
We look like we're in an asylum, but actually then we were like, that actually works well. That's exactly the vibe we're going for.
Because we belong in an asylum.
You shouldn't have worn white, though.
I think we need a plant.
I think we need a plant, and I think we need a tablecloth or a rug on the table.
Yeah.
And maybe some, sheeshy little books.
Which we are going to get at some point.
We need something to make it look less hospital.
Yes.
Or we just lean into the, hysteria bedlam aspect of this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Hey,
when I said
leave your comments, by the way.
Also, when I said you shouldn't wear white, I meant because of the background.
Why have you just kicked?
In case you didn't know who was talking to you.
Audio listeners, Hattie's just had a high kick at me. I don't know why.
Also, how great that I can do it.
You can do it.
Whoa, look at us. Whoa, okay, that's so good. You're so sexy.
I'm so cool.
Shitting Nora. We've opened this for the people who are watching with ostensibly a fully clothed smear test. Here's what we've done here. And it's cute as all hell.
I've just resplit my hymen.
God bless it. Mine needs it.
Mind. We can't do this again. We did this last week.
What, how much we both need sex? No, I know. I'm actually over it. I've decided I'm not going to have any sex ever again. I'm fucking done.
I think, when you're really hungry, then you go past the point of being hungry.
Totally that. And you're into feeling sick.
I'm into just being actually, I'm really fine. I'm really, really fine. I think I'm celibate now.
I love sex. I love it. I love the doing it. I love the physical. I don't even have to love the person at the end of it. I love it.
Trailer, just clip that right out.
I mean? But I love it, as an act. I think it's so wonderful. I am so fucking over the people, again, to disembody, the people attached to the dicks. I'm so over them. I'm so over them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I completely and utterly agree. I'm at my wit's end. I mean, we both are at our wit's end. I will eventually talk about my one, but I think I can't really do it now.
No?
In case of
Right,
news.
I see. Okay, you need to leave. Yeah.
I need to wait for a couple of weeks, but it's a really fun and interesting story.
It's a really fun one.
It's a really fun and interesting story.
Shall I do my bit much before we go into all this? Because it's one that I've briefly run past you, but I just want to flesh out a little bit more. Is there was a Facebook post you sent me, and in it was tagged, I always say who it was or what it was about, and it was tagged someone's friend, and her name was Katie. So there was this Facebook post, and you sent it to me, and I won't say who it was or what it was about, but someone was tagged in it, and her name was Katie, and I came messaging me this thing. This person's name was Katie, and the spelling of Katie was Kaytee. And I responded to Kate. I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And what did you say?
It's chav spelling.
It's chav spelling. It's chav spelling. There's a whole other there's a whole other baby name book. Katie, Kaytee.
Yeah,
Katie. You cannot. Right. Here's the thing. There's no way you've never seen the word Katie. You've never seen the spelling of the name Katie. There's no way you've gone through your whole life and you're a parent and you've never seen Katie spelled Katie or Katey.
This is my point. There's more than one option. You don't have to resort to chav spelling because there is more than one option.
Katie.
I know.
And then there was then we went down this rabbit hole of girls called Danny, but spelled Dannee.
Charlie with an I.
Charlie with an I. It's what? Right. Here's the thing. I think if you can't be trusted to write down a name on a piece of paper after the birth of a child, which is spelt in a not unhinged way, you have to give the child back.
Yeah, I know. It should be a test.
That's a test. It's a test. The birth certificate isn't a fact to register. It's a test.
But there's another way of it because you were discussing Jean.
Yes.
About the other end of it.
The other end of it, Tory spelling.
Tory spelling.
Yeah,
so you've got Trav spelling and Tory spelling.
Because my therapist, now ex-therapist, is called Jean, but she spelled Jeanne.
Which is
Tory
insane,
spelling.
and that's Tory spelling.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you wouldn't catch a Jean running around Kirkdale anyway.
How would you spell Jean?
Jean.
I see.
Like jeans.
But is it not like Gene?
That's a boys.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
And it's also
boys
what we're
one.
made up of.
Yeah, jeans.
So you've got jeans like denim jeans.
Yeah, you've got jeans
like rockin' my denim jeans.
Yeah.
Jeans like what your mum gave you.
Forever in blue jeans.
Yeah.
And then you... great song, by the way. Do you know, I thought that song when I was younger said, because it's obviously Forever in Blue Jeans, Babe. And I thought it was Reverend Blue Jeans, Babe. I thought it was about a priest.
Reverend Blue Jeans.
Reverend Blue Jeans, babe.
You can't trust
really
Reverend
cool.
Blue Jeans.
You can't trust. He's the cool priest.
If there's one guy I know we can't trust, Reverend Blue
Hey,
Jeans.
come in the back room with me, kids. It's all cool.
It's Reverend Blue Jeans morning.
Great song.
Yeah, no, I do. I just think, do you know what it is? I think Tory spelling is you hide in letters that aren't there and aren't sounded. Chav spelling, you just say it, you spell it exactly as you think every sound comes out your mouth. Katie. No, rely on the fact that people know that what it's going to mean if there's no Y in there. Rely on the fact that people have a pretty good idea of what Katie's going to, how it's going to be sounded out.
Yeah.
So that's my bit much. Is
No,
this
and
new
it's
discovery.
completely understandable. I mean, I find it hilarious because I'm one of them.
You are not.
No, I am.
You would be if your name was Kay, but spelt with just a K, just a kick and K.
Which I honestly think my mum would have done.
You reckon?
If she could have got away with
Just
it. I think.
singular letter
Yeah,
K.
yeah. I don't think she was that arsed.
Because you haven't got a middle name, have you?
I haven't got a middle name, no. We were too
Gosh.
poor. That is genuine, which makes no sense, by the way.
Why? You,
But
you don't pay per letter on the
That's
birth
just what we were
certificate?
told, and I
Okay.
don't understand what the point is.
You were told you didn't have a middle name because you were too poor?
Yeah.
Couldn't afford a middle name?
Genuinely. That's a genuine true story. That's what we were told. Because our baby is Rhea as well, so 3 letters. But my mum also said it's because she can't spell.
Right.
It's again true.
Fair fucks then.
But yeah,
take it all back.
yeah, Rhea and Kai, neither of us have got middle names. My mum hasn't got a middle name.
Right. You could do more crime, I bet.
No,
You could do more, white
crime.
collar, I reckon, because, you know, the fewer names you have, the harder it is to track someone down.
Is that true?
I think so.
Well, that's great because HMRC hate me, so that
You
makes
should be
a
all
lot
right
of sense.
then. You might be fine for more crime.
Oh, fuck, I've got to do that, actually.
I know, it's boring.
I know, it's really boring. I've got to sort my tax out. But I'm hoping with this year, because I'm ending this contract in September, that I'll just earn nothing in September and it'll balance it out and I won't have to pay a lot of tax.
And she's dying.
bless you.
No, I'm at the end. This is my final week on Earth.
Is it?
Yeah, this is it.
Oh, well, that's good.
Mind, body, soul. Checking out real hard. I had one of those days at work where I was just a solid gold bitch from start to finish. And I didn't even try and cover it up. Sometimes I'm like, listen, I'm really sorry. I'm not in a very good mood today. I was... my dad would call it cruising for a bruising. Like, I was absolutely out for a fight. Like, teeth bared, shoulders back. Like, I was ready. Yeah.
Did you get that from Greece?
From
Greece.
the country.
No, the musical film.
I was like, okay, I love that you think I'm Greek. But this skin tone,
That's so highlights our upbringing. So that when I said Greece, you went to the country, the holiday destination, and I went
Greece.
the VHS tape
Why?
of
What
the
does-
2 VHS tapes I had growing up. One of them was Greece.
What do they do in Greece?
He says cruising for a bruising.
Does he?
Yeah, Kaniki, I think. Are you cruising for a bruising?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
Nick Preston did.
Yeah, because
But he used to say that when we were little, be like, you're cruising for a bruising. I'm not that he ever hit us or anything, but I think he was just...
That's a story for a different day.
But do you know what? I was talking about this with someone else, actually one of our mutual friends, about, like, you know, who got beaten by their parents when we were little.
Oh, yes, we were having this conversation.
And I was like, the thing is, because my dad is 6'2" and was a rugby player, I don't know if he wanted to. He literally couldn't. Like, we'd be dead.
Yeah.
If dad had decided to, like, turn up, like, we'd be dead.
Yeah.
Dead children.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we sort of got out of jail on that one.
Because I was emotionally manipulated as a child rather than physically manipulated.
That's the good shit.
Yeah, I was like, I just got the silent treatment. And obviously you can't give me the silent treatment because, I've got a bit of a mouth on me and I was worse as a child. So yeah, and then
that drove you nuts.
It drove me insane because it was from my granddad as well, and I was like, "No, you have to talk to me, love me." I was just starved of attention. That was my punishment.
God, that must have killed you.
It really fucking did.
That would have been my dream.
I told you about when he put me in the freezer in Asda.
That's great. That's a good story.
He put me in the freezer in Asda. Because I kept trying to get in because I don't know what I was doing. I must have saw chicken dippers or something, and just the animal in me took over, and I was like, oh, and I was like, and I wouldn't. He was like, "Okay, come on, we need to go." And he went, "Right, you want to be in the freezer then?" And put me in the freezer in Asda, in the little thing. And obviously, because it was too high, I couldn't get out. And so he just walked, and then he just walked off and carried on with the shopping. And I just screamed the place down. I mean, he did leave me there for literally about 3 minutes. It wasn't like he didn't leave me there to do this entire shop.
To do the big shop.
But he made sure that he disappeared from my view.
That's the move.
To make me think that I now lived in this freezer.
I've done it as a nanny where you disappear. I mean, when I've done it, obviously they're not my children, so I'm extra careful. So I'll disappear
that's weird.
Just behind a tree so that I can see them, but they can't see me.
Because they're so skinny.
It's an ash tree.
I'd have to disappear behind a boulder.
I disappear behind a tree so I can see them, but they can't see me. But that's the move. The idea that an adult could leave them, that's emotional. I think that maybe is emotional trauma. But it's the point of being like, if I say I'm leaving, I'm leaving.
Oh, yeah.
I'm leaving. I mean, obviously I haven't. I'm hiding behind an ash tree. But the point is...
ash tree?
I'm just going along with how ferociously skinny I am.
I'm hiding behind a lamppost.
I found a pencil on the floor and I just got behind it. Where is she? Where's that little skinny little bitch?
A little slit in the pavement. Just disappeared through that. Oh, fuck you.
No, do you know, that's actually a really good thing about the state I'm in of being mildly heartbroken is, God, I'm beautiful on a heartbreak. I'm a good-looking girl on a heartbreak.
Yeah, see, we've had this conversation before. You glow with heartbreak.
Yeah, I'm really good at it.
I don't glow with heartbreak. I go the complete opposite way.
Really?
Yeah. I don't have that, depressed girl chic. It doesn't suit me, which is a shame, really, because if it did, I think I'd be unstoppable.
Oh, okay.
I'd be on Britain's Next Top Model. If every time I was heartbroken...
I would encourage your taste in men.
I know, but it goes the complete other way.
Does it really?
I'm a comfort eater, aren't I?
Oh, really?
I'm a comfort eater, and also I don't have that I think we had this conversation, where you look like a gaunt, but you're endearing, it's she needs fixing. No, whereas I look like
we have this
should be begging for change.
But because I'm so pale.
It is because you're so pale.
I'm so pale, so I get sort of Victorian waif.
Well, yesterday,
about me, ghost.
Yesterday, I woke up because when I got in on Sunday night, I had to do a sick.
Oh, that's good. That's fucking chic, babe.
I had to do a sick when I got in. But what I didn't realise, because I was so drunk, was it must have been quite violent. And I woke up the next day and all my blood vessels have burst in my face.
Oh, pop it, that's horrible.
I know. So I look like I've been beaten up a little bit, which is a bit of a problem.
That's actually quite chic as well, though.
But it does look quite chic. I do. I look like I've, suffered some abuse.
I like it when our outers match our inners.
Yes. And it did. Yeah. Yesterday, my outer matched my inner. Yeah, we had a lovely day on Sunday.
We had a lovely day on Sunday. Shout out Ishan Akbar. What a lovely day we had on Sunday. Dead Meat, first of all, this is going to come out a few weeks late, so we should say that Dead Meat Festival was a fucking triumph. Well done, the boys.
Oh, yeah, well done, boys.
Well done, the boys. In a shock to everyone, they absolutely nailed it. Remember we got Ishan the following day, which was just joy.
I know. I took him to the hotel for a roast.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Took him to the shout of the Baltic Hotel where I used to work, and Ben used to work for a little bit, got him a job, and he still just invited me to his birthday party. So we went for a roast dinner.
Let's think of other nice things you've done for Ben that also led to him
all the nice things
disinviting you
that I've done for Ben.
Party.
that still got us invited to his birthday party when I did nothing wrong.
We'll come up with them later.
I like this. I'm just going to keep teasing this stuff. I'm just going to keep teasing it and make a much bigger deal than it actually was. He's mortified. But yeah, we went to best roast dinners in the city. Like,
it is
hands down.
Yeah.
So yeah, we went there, didn't we? I love when you recommend something to someone and they go and do it and it lives up to what it is.
Totally that.
Because there's nothing worse than when you recommend something or like, oh, you know, when you're on a night out and you go, oh, we'll go here, it's sick or whatever. And then you go in and it's fucking dead. And you're like, I have let myself down, you down, my country down,
you look like a
my
twat.
mum down.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's very, but everyone is always so like complimentary about them roast dinners because they're just fucking unbelievable.
They're so good. Shout out Baltic Hotel. I know.
Shout out Baltic Hotel.
I took a date there once.
Did you?
You took a date there for a roast, didn't you?
It's a great date.
And it's a flex because you used to work there.
Yes, you're the king.
Yeah.
Bit like when you tried to take that date to
Didn't get
hot
discount
water.
though.
Which I'm still fuming about.
You didn't get a discount?
Didn't get discount.
I wasn't there, by the way.
I didn't get discount.
We didn't pay on Sunday.
Because I was like, exactly. But I was like flexing going.
Never
we did.
pay.
Yes, we paid.
I was flexing on the day going, they'll give me 50% off. And then went home and they went, £20 whatever it was.
Who served you? Was it M?
Yeah. The only thing she didn't charge me for is 2 Cokes, which is nice of her.
That is good. Hey, you entitled prick. Hey, you entitled white male prick. Shut up and take your Coca-Cola.
Oh, I loved it. I love walking in there when I haven't been there for ages because everyone's like, hey, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm the fucking queen.
Everybody knows your name. Yeah, that's nice.
The Baltic Hotel. Yeah, great little gaff.
Yeah, I think you're quite good at probably not leaving jobs in a cloud of smoke and glory and like burnt bridges, are you?
I don't think I've ever done that.
Christ.
Not with management, never ever with staff. And even management, there's only one time I've done that.
Christ. That's my absolute move.
Oh no, I think if I know it benefits me, like there's no way leaving the Baltic would have. Yeah, but also the food and beverage men are just my best mate, so I can't really.
I thought I was your best mate.
You are my best.
Apart from Emily and Chelsea.
Apart from Emily and Chelsea, no, you are my best mate.
This day's just getting so much worse. I can't believe it.
Will you say what the girl? Didn't you say a girl came up to you on Sunday and said that she nearly cried?
Oh my God, the best girl I've ever met. I am coming off a weekend of feeling like Taylor fucking Swift, by the way, because we did Dead Meat, and so like these like insane people who don't know that I'm a receptionist were like, oh my God, it's Hatty Preston, and I was like, oh my God, you are clueless. Like I am something on the bottom of a shoe. But then one girl on Sunday, we were doing the Have a Word karaoke, and the most great girl came up to me and like was nearly in tears, being like, oh my God, I can't believe it's you. I can't believe you. Listen, had she had a drink? Maybe. But let's not dwell on that. And she was like, I can't believe it's you. It's Hatty Preston. I took a photo and I was like, this is ridiculous.
It was so lovely to watch.
I have minimum wage work in the morning. And gave me this big hug and she was like, I just love you. I love you so much. She said, do you know why I love you? Because you're such a cunt. And I was like, oh, yes.
Am I?
You're such a cunt and I love you. And I was like, this is great.
Oh, I love that.
I put that on my Edinburgh poster.
And also, we keep getting, whenever, because we have met a lot of people this weekend with Dead Meat and then with the Have a Word thing. And the amount of people that have come up to us about this podcast, oh my God.
Yeah, you're so lovely.
Thank you. Like, genuinely, so many people have been so buzzing and so complimentary.
And Kay will do all those things you've asked her to as well.
I will do all of them. Yeah. I told you, £10 patrons, you will get a picture of my tits when it comes out.
But no, it is. It's the loveliest thing in the world, and we shouldn't not say that it's quite a rarity for two girls in comedy.
Yeah, it is.
You know, to not have to sit through the reams of, well, women aren't funny. Actually, everyone, most people have been so entirely delicious about the whole thing. So we feel very lucky, don't we? We feel very happy girls.
Very happy girls.
Very grateful girls.
Very grateful girls. And on my favourite thing, on Dead Meat on Saturday, this fellow walked up to me and went, I think you're brilliant, can I have a picture? And I was like, oh my God, of course. Yeah. I mean, this, as I said, it's insane.
You looked amazing, Chelsea.
Like, did I?
You look stunning.
Thank you. Thank you very much. My bodysuit TikTok shop. See, keep going.
Fuck it, it's back.
It's back. TikTok shop is back. But I got a picture with me and we were just chatting. He was like, you were one of my favourite guests on the podcast. And I was like, thank you, that's so sweet. And he went, God, you were really hungover though, weren't you? And I went, yeah. And he went, you threw up in a taxi the night before, didn't you? And I went, yeah. And he went, you can't buy class. And then just walked away. And I was like, thank you. I was like, what?
That's so great. Do you think he was your Uber driver?
I don't know who he was, but I must have told that I can't remember doing the podcast because I was really...
Which one? The
Dead Men Talking. Because Freddie messaged me at 6:30 the day before saying, listen, please, can we change your date and can you do tomorrow for the podcast? And I said, I can, but I'm going to warn you now. I've been drinking since 2:00 this afternoon.
Yeah.
It's 6:30 now and I've got no intention of going home.
good luck with her.
So good luck. And I was on Prosecco all day and I can't drink Prosecco.
Yeah.
And I threw up on myself on a taxi on the way home and then I had to get up and go and do Dead Meat.
That's exactly
Dead Man Talking.
That's exactly the USP of Dead Man Talking, though. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but I was a wreck.
No, but that's exactly what they want.
Oh, I was
That's
just
the dream.
I was just sat there listening to Freddie talk about how he was addicted to Pop-Tarts. And I was like, this is hell.
Classic, of course
It
it
was
is.
awful. But it was great.
And now
I
he's
love them
addicted to
boys.
the gym and iron.
And now he's addicted to the... He looks great, by the way.
Don't be making the ego
He
bigger.
does.
Don't
He
be
looks
making it worse.
fucking good, man.
I'm cutting this out.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. I'm just going to put white noise over this bit.
Well, he does.
He's doing very well.
Also, do you remember as we were leaving the festival and we just saw Rob Thomas at the back of his car taking his pants off?
Rob Mulholland.
Rob Mulholland. Fuck, he's going to kill me for that.
No,
because I saw Rob Thomas
We
on
saw Rob
Sunday.
Mulholland just taking his trowel down, and then we got to the Have a Word karaoke on Sunday, and Rob Thomas was just topless, writhing on a stage, and I was like, and I can't express how much I love this scene. Like, I cannot tell you how much I love the Northwest
Sunday was
scene
absolutely
the most in the world.
Sunday was such a nice night out because it was with people that, and our guest who's coming on in a minute, our gorgeous Tony Carroll. It was just a really nice group of people that we don't really get to drink with often, and it was just really nice. And yeah, it was just lovely. It felt really good vibes.
I felt like that about Saturday and Sunday, you know. When I talked about Dead Meat, I was like, what you cannot underestimate is what it's like to be in a field with loads of comics that you genuinely respect and like, who are also all good lads. Like, we said this the other day, no one was whinging, no one was moaning, no one was like, oh, it should be this or that. Like, everyone was just so there with like the right vibe and the right energy, and it was just such a goodie. And on speaking of such a goodie, let's call it there and let's get our beautiful guest on.
Yay!
Hi, it's Kay and Hattie from Bit Much Babe podcast. If you are enjoying this podcast, please make sure that you like and subscribe our channel on YouTube. You can also like and follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Leave a little 5-star review, leave a little comment, but be nice about it. And please just keep engaged with us, as it means a lot. And it doesn't cost you anything. It's really, really cheap. And just do it.
It doesn't cost you anything.
It doesn't cost you anything.
It's not cheap, it's free.
Share it to all your friends, share it to people you like, share it to people you don't like. We don't really care. Just share it, okay?
Follow us on Instagram.
And
You just really want more followers on Instagram. And if you work for Tatty Lashes, message us.
That's not how I want to approach them.
Tony Carroll, hi babe.
Hi. Thanks for having me. Can I just say first, just been watching your first 20 minutes. I'm very impressed by you. I'm glad I've been supporting you. I told you to go for it, if you remember, last year when you messaged me. And I said, go for it, because we've been doing our podcast, Green Room Podcast, for 2.5 years, and using our favourite guests. You've been absolutely fantastic. So it's boss that you two have come together. You're a good mate, off it. And I wish you the best of luck. That's all I want to say at first.
I'm too hormonal for you to be nice to me. This is so nice. You're going to regret
it'd be a nice
this.
thing to start off with. Just
It
saying,
is
well
such a
done.
lovely thing to start off with, and you were so
adore
brilliant.
you.
I had a little small meltdown when we were starting to talk about the podcast because of just the privacy aspect of the whole thing. Like, I know we share. And I suddenly just that thing of like, oh my God. And then everyone just knows. But you were so great about it.
It's
And the whole
I seen your message and I was thinking, I've been through what you're going through, but I didn't have anyone to message, and I was through it. And I was thinking, I've bared my soul here online and all the comments and that. But in the end, you're just like, you know what? It is what it is.
What are the ones that get you? So when you guys have done with Green Room, with the Hot Water Green Room, are there any comments? I mean, like the boring ones that any comic gets, which are like what we all look like is done. Are the ones that like cut through and you're like,
the ones that hit me the most was probably playing me down, saying like I'm not as good as Jamie or something, or you know what I mean, or something like that. But
right,
that star's totally different. We've got different fan bases. We've got the same fan base, which I'm grateful for.
Yeah.
But we've got different fan bases. My comedy's a lot different than Jamie's. I'm a bit bit more of a storyteller, and more of a, you know, like what people's situation have been in, you know, obviously fucking, you know, bad people, what the situations are, you know, but they can relate to me, you know what I mean? I'm a partier, I'm more of a social lad, aren't I, you know what I mean, goes out, so...
You keep your clothes on?
I keep my clothes on too.
That's the major difference.
It's only other small
Don't
house,
you definitely have to?
Yeah,
Don't feel like you have to, but that is the main difference.
Because I'm such a people person, I'm a lovable person. At first was when everyone's getting your weight and that, or your appearance, or you know what I mean. Like, it was just a bit like, oh, you don't even know me.
Yeah.
But what really broke my heart, right? This is funny though as well. Yeah. Is that, you know, people who you respect, like your friends or your peers, or I don't really have a family much, but I've got a dad.
Yeah.
I meet that, and like people seeing the comments, and then you're not replying. You know what I mean? Like you're not defending yourself, or you don't want to read any positive or negative comments, because if you wake up one day and you're feeling great, and you read loads of positive comments, you get cocky.
Yeah.
But then if you read the negative comments, you're depressed.
Yeah.
So if you just wake up and you feel like shit, or you don't, and you don't read any, you're just the same, aren't you?
Yeah.
So that's been my thing for the past...
You just don't read them?
Don't read any at all.
God, you're good.
But it's hard, because people sometimes send you them, but they're not your friends who are doing that. So
no.
I've spoke to friends about that. When my dad rang me a few weeks ago, and he went, all right, son. And I went, all right. And he went, I've been up all night arguing with your trolls. I was like, that's so bad. I was like, fucking don't. You've got the same name as me, and your band is shit. So they're going to think it's me.
My dad would kill. I get that. My dad would find addresses. My dad would find addresses and kill.
My dad's like an old school bloke, so like
he'd find them.
Like, you know what I mean?
Mine would not. My mum would agree. Yeah. My mum is one of the trolls.
She's got burner account.
My mum has got burner accounts to slag me off.
No,
that's the only thing I say to you. And if I see anyone fucking saying negative stuff about you, then I'll fucking kill them myself, because you're two good people, and you're very funny people. And I told you are best guests on the podcast. Me and Jamie say that all the time. So I'm glad you're doing it. And you've got Doug as well.
We have got Doug, little Doug.
These people are very important off camera. You've got to respect them, what they do off the camera. You know what I mean?
I respect him in terms of podcasting.
Yeah,
just not in
do we have to respect him all the time?
No,
I'm not doing that.
You just got to respect the work they do.
I respect the work he does.
If your producers don't invite you anywhere, you know what I mean, then, you know, just cut them.
That's just Doug being Doug.
That's just Doug being Doug.
Yeah.
Doug on his period. C'est bon. Well, thank you. And it is truly delightful.
As I say, I haven't seen you for a while, and I get to see you twice in 2 weeks.
I know.
Great. What a good weekend.
What a
good weekend.
We had a belch of a night on Sunday.
I drink a lot though, don't I? So it took it out on me.
But you were the exact same two people. You both do Irish goodbyes.
Oh, were you one of those as well?
I didn't. I told you I was leaving.
You didn't?
On Sunday.
You didn't?
I was with the girl, wasn't I?
I'm a terrible one for Irish goodbyes. I just go.
Is it because you're worried people are going to keep you out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
Absolutely,
Sometimes when you just had
100%.
enough, and because I know if I go, I'm leaving. I try and be the party. It's my fault. So everyone will be like, if you go, it's going to be over. I'm like, oh.
No, I don't think I'm the party. Like, I don't think I'm as like epicenter as you are.
Yeah.
Like I love that.
I love it.
I know you do, and you're like a fucking exactly. You're like Jim Broadbent in Moulin Rouge. You know what I mean? Like you're welcome.
That is a bizarre comparison, and I'm really impressed with it.
Isn't it? It's spectacular. Yeah. I'm not. I'm absolutely not. Like, I'm a good girl on night out, and I have a good time, and I like my little corner of people who I like, and I keep. But when I want to go home, and I want to go home immediately. And if anyone starts to be like, no, how would you know you've got it? I hate it.
Yeah. I always have a boss night with UK, don't I? Like, we
always have a boss night.
She's great.
But then it's like I see you later on when I'm like, I've already been 2-3 hours in. And I'm like, fuck's sake, I want to go. And she's like, I'm staying out. You know what I mean?
No, you're a good girl.
So we'll plan something soon.
Yeah, we will.
One, you know what I mean?
Well, I'm back properly in September, so.
Yeah, sounds. The whole vibes, as you say, with everyone.
It was just a good group of people.
Really good,
like, I was so happy to see Rob Thomas, which is not a sentence I ever thought I'd say.
Yeah, same as well. I had a really good night with Rob.
But like, because he doesn't come out often, because he did. And when I walked into Tezzy's and he has his top off and he went, way! And I went, don't fucking touch me.
Just sweat.
I swear to God, don't fucking touch me. And but I was so happy to see him. And you and Rob both did this, and it's so lovely, because I think sometimes, obviously, like we've spoke about, like having difficulties in the industry, like with, you know, getting uninvited to birthday parties, and just other situations where like you kind of feel a little bit isolated or whatever in the industry. And on Sunday there was really nice moments where I really felt so like protected, I think's the word. Like, I remember some lad like barged past me or did something. Rob Thomas grew about 7 foot tall and was like ready to go for this fella. And I was like, Rob, let's not. It's all going to be okay. And then my mate Kia, who asked for a picture with you, I don't really remember this. And
he was cute.
He's wonderful,
sweet,
but you didn't know I knew him. And Kia went, oh, it's all right, she'll move, fuck it.
Oh, yeah.
And he goes,
As you told you, lad.
what are you saying, lad? Wait, and like think, and I was like,
I thought it was just something coming over, you know, for like a
it was amazing.
Put it down,
Probably put it like he did, but it's, it's like a best and he went, oh yeah, she'll move like that. I went, what did you say?
Yeah, and
she went, no, she basically went,
that's fucking hard.
But it was just so nice, like, to just feel like, not that I'm not a fucking wallflower, like, I can fucking handle myself, but it just felt that thing of, like, you're with people that have got your back, and it's just, it was just lovely.
Yeah, it was
and it's
nice.
been, it was just...
You're a good bunch of boys up here.
Yeah, you
I never will
are.
give you shit. You are a good bunch of boys.
No, it's because we spoke about before on our pod, and me, like, even off camera about stuff like, you know, like, as I say, remember we talked about the, like, green room stuff, and when I come back into comedy after 8 years off, I felt uncomfortable. Like, I crack on with using, like little flirty banter, and then you're just thinking, are they going to go back and say you're a weirdo? I understand the years fucking freaks in this industry, I understand that, but I mean, I was thinking, shit, can I say, like, certain stuff, or, like, say, oh, she's gorgeous, or she's... And you think, you know, how's it gone like, you know, like, I know why it's gone like that, you know what I mean, but obviously you just don't be a weirdo about it.
Just don't be a weirdo.
Can you just remind us of when you first met Hattie and thought she was a lesbian?
I've told that story.
Did you, yeah?
I want to hear it from Tony's point of view.
I feel embarrassed.
I need to hear it from Tony's point of view.
After it, it's because the whole did you tell a story about the girlfriend thing? And I just because I didn't know Hattie or not, and I just heard her say, oh yeah, me and my girlfriend. And I just went, oh, like I'm
No, he didn't. In his head, he went, ding, 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 ding. Yes!
I love you. Do you want to come on the pod? No, but it was it was one of like a passing comments. Just a friend who's a girl, and I just thought I said it was a Jamie. So after I was like, I don't know, Hattie was lesbian, and she's like, no, you know about. I mean, it's the girlfriend, and he just burst out laughing, and Jamie was like, hey, get on this, hey, guess what's on it? I was like, bloody you messing with it felt a cunt.
But we talked about the next pod, and you made the point, which is so true, which is because I don't dress like a Scouse woman. Like, Scouse women, like you got your beautiful lashes, and like, you know, lots of you have highlights and like lip pencils and
lip liner,
that's it, and like don't even know what it's called. Like lip pencils, and because I don't do or like the fake tan thing, I think if that's your Scouse, like what you're used to is that in women. So if someone turns up and isn't, then it's like you do dress like a Scouse lesbian.
I don't know, I get about.
They do.
Yeah, I go from like Liverpool to Birkenhead.
Oh, babe. Oh shit! I
just travel for my women.
Sorry, you've never shagged a girl from Birkenhead. Please tell me.
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah. I had an ex from well, not Birkenhead, from the Whittle.
Whereabouts in the Whittle? Because that's really important.
What's it called? Where's Callum live?
Morton?
No, but it's
we did. I don't know if you
Is Birkenhead shit and Wirral's nice?
No, this is nice. It's called. Oh my god, went blank. It'll come to me in a minute.
Okay.
So it's a posh area in the middle of.
What train line is it on? West Kirby, Chester, or New Brighton?
West Kirby.
Hoylake?
No, but by there.
Heswell.
Yes,
I've been there!
Yeah, I've been there.
We've gigged there. We both gigged there.
Heswell's nice though, isn't it?
Heswell's beautiful.
Yeah. I was saying about that, you know, with the girl that you seen on Sunday. It's a friend, you know what I mean? Obviously, it's just, you know, see what happens, what do you mean, whatever. It's just, I'm back in the dating game, you know what I mean? Get me mojo back.
Proud of you. Proud of you, yeah. I remember you telling me.
I remember I was telling you, it was like about 8-9 months where I was just like, you lost confidence in yourself, you know what I mean? And then just felt like shit, and then just took like going out of your way a little bit, getting a bit confident, you know what I mean? And then one, and after one, I was just a bit like dating again, and then I feel like I'm back to myself.
Good.
Yeah, get your mojo back.
How are you dating? Are you apping, or is that quite hard for you?
No, not really. I speak to a lot of people just on nights out. I'm a social person, aren't I?
Yeah,
so
you are.
like I'm not shy about it, you know what I mean?
And you're the most lovable angel boy.
I think that's dead in this game at the moment though as well. It's all behind like socials and apps and stuff. Yeah. And I'm quite, because my granddad raised me me as well from like 3 or 4. I've got old school models, so it's like,
God.
I like, you know what I mean? I love the chase, I love the romantic. It's great.
Right.
It's like, I like live me life in a rom-com.
But like a 1950s rom-com, like one with a like.
No, a bit more current.
A bit more.
Can I just say, Tony knows our audience so well. Essentially, Tony's come on and done a business pitch for himself. Love this. Tony's come on and goes, I know they get mostly women.
Tony's come on behalf of Love Honey.
That's what I do. I don't use dating apps.
You come on this one. God bless you. Okay, well then let's continue with this thing.
Okay.
Can I ask questions? Because you have old school morals and you're a beautiful boy inside and out.
you.
Can I just check? When you say, let's take this girl, for example, who's a mate, and it's like, we'll see. Do you kind of put out your intentions? Are you very clear with like, I think you're great, I like really think, or I hope, let's see where this can go, or are you playing the cagey game?
No, that's some people say it's a fault with me, but I fall very quick.
God.
And I've got to tell them, because life's too short, can't be asked playing games. You know what I mean?
I know.
Oh my God.
I know. All right, it's okay.
I'm so done. Yes.
It's true.
Yes, it is.
What's the point?
What's
just
the
say
point?
it how it is, and if you don't like it, move on. Just crack on the next one. You know what I mean? What's with all the
Also,
fucking mind
be
games?
brave.
Do you know age as well? People who leave me on. That's fucking horrible. Does me head in. Just say I don't like.
Me too, Tony, me too.
That's how I felt. That's how I feel inside all the time. Thank you for that.
Do you know what it is? It's unbrave.
Yeah.
It's like, so say it. Also, we're grown-ups. It is so rare. It is so rare when two grown-ups get it wrong. Like, if I turn around and was like, I really think there's a connection here. I really think we are something. Like, this is really exciting. Can we see? And someone goes, no, I think you're incredibly wrong. You're like, fuck you. Yeah. No, I'm not.
Yes,
I know I'm not. Yeah. Because I'm a grown woman with a good head and shoulders who's been in the game long enough that, like, I fucking know. Yeah. And the thing of being like, oh, no, sorry, we just thought we were just, like, hanging out and being mates and nothing. You're like,
you would have said that at the start. You would have said that at the start. So you know what to do. And it's, I believe in me. I believe people with me, what's happened to me in the past, is people get cold feet with me. They love the idea of it. They love the idea of because listen, I'm not a blagger. I'm a good person. I'm trying to be a good person. Trying to be life as a good person. I do, I really do. But I think they love that about me. And I think that also, you might not be into me. That's fine. But I mean, I think it's others. I think it's other friends. I think it's other, like, their circles saying you're better than that, do better. You know what I mean? And I think that's what it is. And then they get cold feet, and then that's my problem.
Do you think it's even worse? Do you think it's not even that they have the kind of decency to fall for you? Yeah. They've fallen for how you make them feel.
Yeah. That's what it is.
They've fallen.
It's the idea. It's the idea of me.
And they're like, God, I love this feeling. This feeling coming at me is so good. So, interesting thing about those feelings, there's a fucking human attached to the other end of them. So maybe give it a think.
Yeah. So because I'm like, wear my heart on my sleeve kind of guy. Yeah. You bare your soul or whatever, and you tell them how you feel, and everything's great. And what they don't realise is it takes a lot for you to do that. So when they cut you off, it's just a bit like, yeah, you're fine, and you might be able to move on to your next thing that you know what I mean. But the worst thing is in Liverpool, and Carroll, back me up. Yeah. Is a lot of girls go for the wrong lads in Liverpool because of what they do as well. You know what I mean? There's certain kind of like how they dress or what job they do.
Yeah.
You know, this job. You know what I mean? Like that.
Oh, like...
Yeah. So a lot of girls do that.
Could never be me.
That's why I said Carroll, no.
but are we saying, like, crime?
Yeah.
So
although I don't actually manage to go for professional ones. I go for work experience and apprentice ones.
I'd love a man in crime.
Yeah.
I think I would.
So my age...
I was seeing a drug dealer that didn't have a car.
Oh, God. You seen a drug dealer getting a bus selling his drugs?
Walk.
At least he was healthy, got a steps in.
Got Greta Thunberg, the drug dealer.
And he used to come into...
Imagine ringing drugs and saying, I'll be 3 hours, lad. Fuck off.
And he used to come into the place that we both used to work to use the Wi-Fi because he'd run out of data.
Oh. Listen, I'm trying to be a nice boy. That's fucking messy, that, you know. That's bad.
I didn't sleep with him. Mm-hmm. I didn't, did I?
No, actually, that one you didn't. Okay, can we go back to can we go back to certain girls, because I'm learning so much. So Liverpool girls go for a certain type of guy who
not all of there's fucking lovely
some.
but yeah, the ones that I
go for.
The ones that I did, the ones I still do.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ones I go for do. Really
But that comes from your circle though, because obviously I don't know whether I'm sure you've seen him before. They know that you used to work in 54.
Yeah. Used to manage nightclubs.
Used to manage nightclubs,
10 years,
but it was nightclubs that. So, for example, I would never go to them nightclubs because they're full of what I say prins and grafters.
Yeah, pretentious.
So it's prins and grafters now, like so prins like princesses like. Polly, Scousebreed, gorgeous girlies. Do not get me wrong.
Look,
I ain't one of them.
Yeah.
Like, we just don't fit in with like
it's. But normal nice girls, they would look them up and down and like judge them what they're wearing and stuff like that.
Cute.
It's just not a vibe, and them just not a vibe. And them girls.
I always tried to change that kind of thing. That's what that was.
And
I still do. You know.
But that circle, and then it was prins and grafters.
Yeah.
So grafters being dealers.
Yeah. So yeah, I was in that kind of circle.
Yeah, and it was that you were in that circle for a while. Remember?
Yeah. And also, it was real number one as well. As a manager of a nightclub, I never ever mixed home with work. Like I never dated any of the staff or anything like that.
No, you can't do the staff. Don't do the staff.
Or other managers. No.
Have you never dated anyone that's worked for you?
Never.
Good
real
boy.
number one.
I always have.
It brings. I've seen it with my mates and that.
Yeah.
In work, and it brings a lot of drama that you just don't need.
Yeah.
You know, the job's already stressful it is. Managing nightclubs, 1,000 people at a heyday. You can never relax. It only takes. You can be having a great night. Do you even relax and have a couple of drinks? Because the people I work for, the boss, and you know, it was never like by the book. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have a drink on shift and that, and I was a big part of hosting it. You know what I mean? And being me and being a party and stuff. And the owners used to love that about me. You know what I mean? And you could relax for a minute, and then it could be a little kick-off, a fight, you know, and then the police there, and then the manager's there with a bevy in his hand, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's not good, so you could never really relax. But it took a lot out of me that I was trying to do stand-up and then manage nightclubs, and then I quit stand-up for 8 years, and then I've come back full circle. But I feel so better. I'm just getting back to my old self.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it took a lot out of me, all the obviously partying as well. And, listen, I'm not a saint, you know what I mean?
But this was actually weirdly then, the podcast must kind of tie into the fact that like you feeling yourself and getting your mojo back, because ultimately a podcast is a testament to your personality and your who you are.
Yeah, you can't lie on it. And you know me. You know me off camera. I'm the same on camera.
Yeah,
you have to be.
It's too tiring to lie. You know what I mean?
You've been on for 2.5 years, so actually like you're not people. You know that when people come up to you, like they actually, as much as it's quite prangy and like can put you off sometimes how much they know about you, then there's a lovely side of that, which is they know lots about you and they're like, I really like him. I really like this guy.
A lot of people know me as a person now, don't they? Obviously, me just coming back and doing a game. I used to do like 1 gig a year to sell like hot water out and everything. It was like a big thing, you know what I mean? Then I go back to me life and clubs and that, and always kept me toes in it, you know what I mean? But the podcast, the best thing that ever happened to me because
that's nice.
It brought. Obviously, I just got thrown into a room with Jamie. Never met him before.
Shut up.
Honestly, God, did you know that? First episode, I'm just like, right. And he's like, hello. I'm like, we become best friends.
Do you want to go best friends? Yup. Do you want to go do karate in the garage? Yup.
And we got thrown into a room together, and it's just the journey just brought us together, and we obviously opened up to each other about stuff, and we talked about men's mental health stuff and all that at the start, and we just end up just stripping everything back and build a relationship with them, and then with me doing a comedy podcast and a host of it, especially in the biggest comedy club in the country, and probably the world now. I had to get forced to do stand-up because people were like, Tony's funny. Yeah. Where can we see him? And I was like, can't be arsed. Yeah. And then in the end, I was like, shit, I'm going to have to do this now. And I forced me back in. And once I got back into comedy, it's
like your ex, isn't it? You're just fucking an ex. You're like, damn, I thought I was fine.
I've got some exclusive news. Just for this podcast, for to save a few views.
Go on.
I didn't put on mine yet because I'm recording tomorrow. Just signed off on my first ever tour today. 15 cities. I can't see what they are yet, but I thought I'd give you a little exclusive news there.
When do you do it? When does it
start? In January.
Fuck, good lad.
Yeah, can't wait.
Oh, Tony, I'm so made up for you.
I sorted all today. Under hot water as well, so I'm in hot water,
Stunning.
Under their umbrella. Obviously, you just stick with them. It's a loyalty thing as well.
Yeah, no, of course it is.
I'm not going to go do it on my own, you know what I mean? When they want to do it with me and I'm that's a privilege they want, because they've only ever done Portsmouth and I'm the second one, so I'm thinking, give me half his career, mate, I'll be fucking made up.
And who's supporting you on tour, Tony?
Well, we've already discussed about that, haven't we? You know what I mean? You'll be getting a few. I'll give you both a few dates actually.
I went right into business mode there.
Yeah, she did. She said.
I heard torn and went.
I don't know if you can see
And
the. I don't know if you can see the camera down here. She's got a diary out there.
To Palm Pilot.
Call Paul Blair.
And Doug's crying here because he's not getting any.
Or invite him to and then disinvite him at the last minute.
What I'm going to do is people on tour like to keep it the same, but that's not me. That's me as a person. So what I'm going to do is there's a few people that I've been trying to. Not like, we've spoken about this, haven't we, Ben? Like,
Keegan and that.
Yeah,
Keegan and that, you know, we'd have tried to put my arm around him and just try and give them a little bit of an opportunity, because it's all it takes. I got given an opportunity. I've got Paul Blair's like one of my biggest fans, you know what I mean? And like,
great.
if he won for him, not everyone else would give up. I mean, the amount of times we come back and go left, and look what's happened today. So there's a couple of people that I work with, like who's been doing Tony Carroll and Friends and stuff, and who are just about and just on the fringes of being full time, and I just want to give them an opportunity to push them and show
That's
them.
a really lovely thing to do.
You know, there's a couple of us that I've spoke to just on the slide. I'm just going to give them a couple of days each.
That's a lovely thing to do. I think that's a really nice way of doing it.
I think it's important for us as comics though to give back as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, massively.
I totally agree. Do you know what?
It's mad, sorry as well.
Go on.
I've just been listening off camera then before I come on, and you were saying about everyone's like, oh, Hatty or okay, and it's mad, isn't it? Like you just saying that you've got like they're going to do normal jobs and stuff, but you don't realise like you're killers. You know, you're only very close to like being full time soon. You know.
I don't realise, and I hope I don't realise for a very long time. Like,
Where's the money then?
It'll come,
right, sorry.
Sorry, very different reaction. Close to being full time. Where is it?
I promise you it'll come. Keep doing what you're doing. This will be brilliant as well for you. This puts you out there. I promise you it'll come soon.
I really hope so. I really like it.
I realised that, and it blew my mind, and it still does. Like a few weeks ago, I was quite ill after I had an operation to do with all the tummy stuff, and I was quite ill just a few days afterwards. And I was supposed to do a work in progress, like a whip in Leeds, so 2 hours away. And I was just, I'm a comedian. I was like, I can't. I don't think I can even drive to Leeds. Like, let alone stand on stage for an hour. Like, I'm in bits. Freddie's gonna do it for me. Like, Freddie will go and do the whip. And he called me afterwards on the way home, and he was like, there were people there to see you. I was like, no, there weren't. He was like, no, there were people there who expected to see you. I was like, who on earth in Leeds would go to, like, he was like, no, there were people. And I was like, oh, I didn't, Tony, it didn't cross my mind. I hadn't put anything on my story. I hadn't put a post. I hadn't sent any. I hadn't been like, by the way, I'm not doing the work. So I was like, there's no fucking way. Like, it's a split whip with Johnny Pelham, who's fucking brilliant. Like, they'll be going to see Johnny Pelham as they should. And it hadn't crossed my mind.
I don't realise just like, the power of these podcasts. It's like, you create fans they don't even know. Like, you've never met them. They know everything about you. As we discussed. You've just been on all the big hitters. And it's like, They're fan base. I promise you, not even just ear blows spoken up your ass. I'm not trying to, you know what I mean? I'm saying, all on our Patreon chat and that, we've got like over 3,200 now, Patreons.
Have you? Sick, man.
When we put an episode out with using that, the comments are just like, they're boss killers, you know, like, we want to be, can't wait to see them and all that. So it's working, you know what I mean?
You're so right. It's been such a while since a man's made me feel good. Do you know what I mean? That's lovely, that.
No, it is your. It should be your job. It would be really nice if it was your job. But a lot of your people fail miserably at that. I love the paying it forward thing, because my set of Dead Meat on Saturday, the one in the night time. I was what? Oh no!
I love JoJo, you know.
I was literally about to bring up JoJo Sutherland. JoJo Sutherland is the queen of the world. She's the queen of the world. She's the queen of my heart. She's the queen of the world. She was emceeing the final couple of spots of the night, and it went Garrett Millerick and then me, and he was killing. Like, he was killing, and I was like, oh, I'm fucked. Like, I'm so fucked. I'm just like, who's following Garrett Millerick? Not me, is who. And JoJo, who has long been a very good friend and a very good woman to me, she gave me such an uncharacteristically English introduction. She was so lovely about me and so and I sat there and was like, all the panic that I was feeling, I was like, oh my God, she's bringing me out like I'm fucking Mick Jagger. Yeah. And there's something in you that goes, well, you fucking better get on there and act like Mick Jagger.
And she performed like Mick Jagger, thank you very much.
But you know what, she gave me a big cuddle, she gave me a big cuddle and I got on stage and just whispered in my ear, she was like, I believe every single word of it, remember to pay this forward. And it was just her going, JoJo's been going 20, 30 years, and she was just like, I've I bought you one like this because I know what this. She's like, make sure you pay this forward. Make sure one day you're this person with a female coming up who's like in the wings being like, oh my God.
JoJo is though.
She's the best.
She doesn't want anything out of it. She wants you to be the same.
Loves comedy and she loves the comedians she loves. She loves people doing well who she loves.
She loves the social side of it. That's what me and her get on so much.
Does she fuck? She was incredible.
The amount that woman can consume is remarkable.
Me and her were in that green room, just like that. Come on.
She's just made better than the rest of us. She is genuinely made better.
Made of strong fucking. Well, she's Scottish,
even on that, okay, we obviously used to be playing in that bigger tent, and as you say, none of us got there and was like, I just owned it. Me and Kay got. We got given a bad deck of cards, but we made it work. It wasn't that it was bad. It was just that. Obviously, we didn't know what was happening. I didn't get briefed much. And I arrived 20 minutes before it, as usual. And I got there, and honestly, like, Kay saved me there as well. We saved each other, didn't we? Yeah. We got through it. And I got tagged in tweets after it. And people have left all them big tents and had to go and watch us.
Totally.
Yeah, honest to God. Like, comments are saying, you and Kay smashed that show. That fella, the two fellas who we loved. Remember?
Mick, who followed me on Instagram, Big Mick. Oh, I loved Big Mick.
We met some lovely men on Saturday.
We met some lovely men on Saturday.
Lovely, charming men.
There's some nice people out there.
Oh, I wouldn't touch any of them.
I know that, but...
absolutely.
I think I shouted at a man on Sunday.
Ooh, at Teddy's.
You shouted at him on Saturday and you had every right to.
Oh no, that was no, I buried a heckler.
Yeah, buried a heckler, yeah.
This was one of the Amy, who will be appearing on Tony Carroll and Friends, came up and she went, don't expect much, like just as she was walking up, and he went, we don't expect much, you're a woman. And I said, oh, okay. I was like, what do you do? What's your name, mate? And he went, Dean. And I went, oh, and what do you do, Dean? He went, I'm a plumber. I was like, oh, you're a plumber. Okay, kill yourself. Yeah. And that was it. I didn't even think of anything funny, and they just erupted. I was just like, kill yourself, Dean. Like, just no. Yeah. And then I was going,
fuck you.
Fuck you.
You did the wrong choice there, didn't you?
And then everyone just kept chatting. Fuck you, Dean.
I was saying, don't come for the Queen. Or make sure you don't miss.
If you come for the Queen, you better not miss. Yeah. It's exactly that.
And it was sick, but
the girl was a killer as well.
She was,
and
I thought,
60 gigs or something like that. She was really good, but you know that thing where you put yourself down before you go on stage to make you feel better. That's all she done under the breath, and he picked up on it. Was like he apologised after he said it was a joke and all that, but
and she was good and she fucking nailed it. But no, on Sunday there was a bit of a weirdo in Teddy's who wouldn't he kept going to me, do you want a drink, Kay? I think he got me a drink, and then I literally had about 2 sips of it, and he was like, do you want another drink, Kay? And I was like, no, because I've still got this one, but thank you very much. And then this just kept happening, and he wouldn't leave me alone. Like, he just kept following me, just shuffling around behind me. And I was like, and I was at that point in the night where I was in Teddy's in a basement with my sunglasses on.
Correct.
Just you know what I mean? Just throwing shapes everywhere, no one can come near me anymore. I didn't even know he was there at this point. I was just having a great time on my own. The moves were out. And this fella just wouldn't leave me alone. And I think I snapped at him. And I just want to put that out there. Sorry.
Oh, why?
Well, you were a bit odd.
I had it with a girl that night, didn't I?
Oh, that weirdo.
I had it with the girl, and I obviously wasn't nice for you to, but it made me get off.
Yeah, she was, because they came and sat with her and that fella came and sat down at our table, and it was just a bit odd. It was just a little bit odd. And also this other girl.
She smacked my ass as well.
And she smacked your ass as well. Yeah, it got sexually assaulted.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I'm not just a piece of meat,
No, you're not. But if you were, you'd be prime steak.
Shut up, Doug.
Yeah, shut up,
Doug. You wish you were me.
Yeah. Who slapped your ass recently? Yeah. Exactly.
Oh. They come with a puncture wound.
You want to smell?
But as I say, with that lad, if you want to buy a drink or you're interested, just beat you. Don't drink, Kay. Don't drink, Kay. Don't drink, Kay. You know what I mean? And just don't be weird about it. And if you're not giving conversation back, go away.
I also
it's not hard, is it?
I also club.
Why these weirdos just stand behind you, though? You know what I mean?
You club neck?
I club necked on Sunday.
What's that?
When you neck someone in a club. I haven't done this for a very long time.
You didn't tell me you snogged someone.
I was waiting till now.
Exclusive here.
Sorry, Tony. So I was going to move. Sorry. Do I know him?
No. Oh God, no. It wasn't. It wasn't.
Oh, when you say club necked, it was old school,
Oh, it was no. So it was a fella who used to work at a pub in town called the Irish House.
Yeah.
And I used to frequent that bar quite regularly.
Of course.
During mine and Emily's summer of 2021. Our boys of summer, that's what we called ourselves, because it was just great. And I ran into him in Teddy's, and I just remember just kissing him, like, but proper necking him. And I remember walking away and going, I hope to God no one's seen that, because it was like 15-year-olds, like proper power necking.
Snogs.
And I told Emily, and Emily went, well, he was always a little bit obsessed with you. And I was like, was he? So apparently I can't remember this.
You a nice boy?
I don't know. I just remember him from, you know, like when you piss and you see someone that you vaguely know, and it's like, oh my God, it's like fucking Davina reuniting us on Long Lost Family. Like it was like that.
Oh, and then you snogged.
And then I snogged him, and I think he was bitey.
Oh, right. I like that, though, maybe.
No, not at like 4 a.m. when it's a bit too much. And
really?
He's probably
Okay.
bitey because he's had cocaine.
Got
and you're like,
it. So
you
it's
know,
like
like gnawing at
not
me.
bitey,
You've had cocaine.
And now I've had cocaine.
Yeah.
But for free.
Do you want a
Business.
kid? Yeah, fancy a kiss?
Fucking business
Yeah, you wanna
brain
share it
right
with me?
here. I'm
That's
so delighted for you.
And I just remember, and then I forgot about it, and I remembered last night, and I was like, oh dear Lord, it's been a while since I don't think I've club necked for, God, about 2-3 years now.
Oh, I hate that in public.
It's awful.
People saying you.
It's
But
just
your mate.
I don't mind people doing it, but I mean, you know, with me, I'm a nervous boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
I don't
couldn't
like
do it. I
it.
just thinking everyone's watching. Then you've got your eyes open now when you're kissing, and you look like a weirdo because your eyes
you've got
open,
your-
and then you're like, oh, and then that's.
It's like when Bruno
great,
Mars
though.
says in Grenade,
Better pull someone round the corner. It's more sexy. You know what I mean?
It is sexy.
Isn't it?
Also
See,
a little
look at
bit
you with your
rapey.
mojo back. You're already talking about, I'm going to get around the corner and give him a snog. Here he fucking
Might go out tonight.
You texted me this yesterday. You went to see him again tomorrow, and I was like, you can fuck off.
I love Hot Girl Summer for you.
I'm really,
love
I'm
it.
having a happy place. You know what I mean? Just
Good.
it's because obviously changing the clubs as well, going back to comedy, and then the whole trying to find your rent with comedy gigs.
Yeah.
It was just a lot. You know what I mean? A lot of you'd have finance problems. You'd have mental health issues.
Yeah.
You've got, you know, you can't trying to carry it on. Then there's a tour, getting to talk about a tour, and then that takes 8 months and that to sort out, and then it just feels like everything's going into place now, and I've put the work in. No one can deny me.
Do you know what this is?
No one gives me my flowers. You know what I mean?
This is exactly it. Like, I had this conversation with someone recently. I was like, do you know what? Good things don't happen to people. They happen because of people.
Yeah.
And everyone needs to get better at this. I had a male comedian recently who was like, you're so lucky with your mates. Like, you're so lucky to have your mates. You're so lucky with the group of friends you have. It's like, I'm not actually. Yeah. I have good mates because I am an unbelievable mate.
Yeah.
I was like, I feel extremely lucky. I feel extremely grateful. I am not lucky. It's not luck.
You've been given opportunities like everyone, but you've took them and worked hard.
Yeah, but also just with people, with the people you attract into your life, with the people who make you happy with the things, like, you get the goodies when you are one.
Yeah.
And it's all that stuff what you're saying, like, life's too short, and like, put your feelings out and be nice. But it is the same. I think it actually probably is the same with the career.
To be honest, I was sitting around like sulking and waiting for someone to help, like to do it for me.
Yeah.
And in the end, you just like you've got to just do it yourself. You just got to just be out there and do it. And since I have, just feel much better, feel much sharper. I feel just everything. My comedy's going. I'm in a really good place at the moment with me set. It's, you know, because I was always like a lazy comic, you know what I mean? Not wasn't like much. It wasn't much hack stuff. It was more like their story off my granddad and change it up my way, you know what I mean? And like, it's a bit hack, you know what I mean? But not like I wasn't stealing people's jokes. Let me give you a bad name. I'm trying to sell tickets for me too. But then I'd done characters before that. I was always hiding behind something where now I'm just. It takes a lot to talk about what I do, like, and what I have done. You know what I mean? It involves, you know, partying and stuff, and once you put that out on the internet, you know what I mean, you're getting judged. So,
are you prouder for it though? Are you prouder of the things you're doing, even though they're harder?
I feel like I'm being me again. So it's more like I feel like there's a weight lift off my shoulder. I'm talking about the things I want to talk about. You might not like it, that's fine, but just go and find something that you do. Like, you don't have to go and move on. Like, there's lot. I'm not even just saying it. There's lots of comedians I see, and I just go, oh, best of luck. Don't like that.
Yeah.
Don't comment it or send someone and be slag them off. You just get on with your day, don't you?
It's exactly that. I said that to you before. I was like, I think the difference with comedy is when you are writing and when you are performing and when you're coming from a place of integrity where like you believe what you're doing and you're proud of what you're doing, actually what everyone else is doing doesn't matter. And it's not that you don't care. Like I'm rooting so hard for my mates and I love it when they all like pop and when things go well and like, but it doesn't hurt. It doesn't impinge what I'm doing at all because you're like, well,
I've been on a bill recently this past couple of weeks and Ben will back me up. He's been taking it. And there's been one in the studio, maybe 500-600 people, hot water, hasn't he?
Yeah.
And then there's been 4 different comics from totally different backgrounds, all kill it.
Yeah.
In the same room, different audience.
Yeah.
So comedies, it can be different. I just don't get why people think there's this textbook and you have to follow this a certain way and you have to do this gig and you have to go around doing gigs for free until promoters say, oh yeah, there's a 15 minutes. Yeah. You do whatever you want to do. Go and do it.
Yeah.
And just work hard at it, and then your talent will pay off if you work hard.
Totally that, but also the idea that someone can be right or someone can be wrong. You know what I mean? You get the views, oh, they're just not funny. It's like, right, okay, well, clearly they are. Like, clearly there are people who are like die laughing over that. As much as we can like bitch and moan about our own like personal preferences.
And that's why it's always boss coming from another comic who gives another comic flowers because they know how it works. You know what I mean? And like,
do you mean like praise?
Yeah, not praise, like, but we're
Because I'm assuming you don't mean actual flowers.
No, they mean like flowers,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
it's almost like the Olympics, like you're honor, like honor. It's recognition. When you give someone the flowers, it's telling them recognition, being like, I see you, I see what you're doing. Fucking props to you.
Never heard that
before. You don't have to. Yeah.
And the kind of the impact.
Sorry, I just had an image of Paul Blair bringing you flowers.
Hey,
bouquets of flowers like that.
Totally Elton John Carroll just at home surrounded by flowers.
Have you heard? Have you got my mojo back?
It's flower time, bitches. Actually, Tony's just started a florist. Please be
Tony's
your
tulips.
tour poster, just you with just a load of flowers.
Oh my God, the American Beauty poster, but we just have you with flowers covering all your bits. You are so welcome for that, by the way.
Thank you. I'm thinking about doing a Christmas calendar as well soon.
Lovely, great.
Calendar.
Calendar.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. So,
What did you say?
Calendar or calendar?
I heard colander.
I'm thinking about doing a calendar. Yeah, that'd be good. Maybe we could do it. Yeah.
Oh my God, and do different like movie posters, but you like inserted yourself in them and all like.
That'd be good. Or I think maybe some 80s music kind of style videos. That's what I'm into. So
you love your disco, don't you?
Yeah.
You're a disco man.
Really into my disco stuff. Yeah, but I'm into all kinds of music. I think my ear is mostly 80s, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, you love a disco.
I love it. Yeah.
God, that's good.
Love 80s movies. Love 80s. The whole soundtrack. Music was the best written in the 80s, I think. So
and I love your rom-coms.
Love your rom-coms.
That's because you're a good guy.
Yeah.
Watch rom-coms when you're hungover, don't you, doll?
I love a cry. I love a cry in a rom-com. And like, it feels like I've reset. You know what I mean? I can't say you know what I mean to Doug because...
This is what we were talking about last week. She said the same. She's like, sometimes...
I just love just letting all my emotion out and then starting again Monday.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And you don't
like,
feel...
eat shit. Like, you know, you're just crying just into this fucking pizza box. You know what I mean? Noah's like, what do you want? And you're like, yeah, what do you want? And
what do you want?
Off, yeah.
Do you feel good after your cry?
No, you get a shower, fresh bedding, and you just feel like, oh. And then you might do something else.
Sure, yeah.
You enjoy yourself, you know, the last bit of release. And then...
A puzzle.
So that's the only bit that gives me release.
All right. Oh, is it? Yeah.
Puzzles.
Sorry?
Yeah, just at home jigsawing myself.
Just, yeah.
Jenga.
That's what I do when I'm stressed.
But we said this last night, like Kay was saying, she's like, I go home, like I feel I need to cry and I can't wait to get home and cry it out. And I feel this like relief and
I don't like the way you said what you do though as well before, when you have them sics. I've got a phobia of being sick.
Oh no, it was because I was drunk and I needed to get up before I went to sleep.
I've got loads of mates who do that.
I didn't have to make myself sick.
Oh, didn't you? You
I literally just, I knew it was coming so I could.
I had to go.
My head rattles, like I go,
Like you vibrate.
Yeah, I want to be sick.
God.
Yeah. And also I don't like doing being sick.
I love it.
Oh no, see, we went to all girls schools, so
I went to all boys school actually as well.
Toxic as fuck and
At
can
all
make
girls'
ourselves
schools,
sick.
yeah, you have to. Like,
Yeah, we can make ourselves sick.
Why?
You have to.
Bulimia.
Just one of the rules.
You just fucking winding me up here.
No.
I don't know a girl who came out of all girls' school and can't pull the trigger.
Yep.
That must have been mad. That must have been so like judgy and all that and bitchy.
We got to a point where the kind of
boys
they're
school
like
was funny. Like it was boss.
Yeah, I bet it was.
It was like really
I imagine
funny.
if you were like,
I went to West Derby.
you went to West Derby, yeah.
Rough school, like.
Because we're from the same area.
Yeah.
So me, Ro, Tony,
Paul.
and Paul Smith, all from the same area.
Yeah, look at us now.
Look, bringing out good comics from our neck of the woods. Yeah, telling you.
Must be something in the water. Must be musky down in Morecambe. Sorry. I wish he was on camera, you know.
I know. we are.
Hooped on me.
You cute. I thought boys' schools were funner. I mean, I'm sure they were.
It was fun.
I imagine if you were like...
Also attracted to older women as well, teachers and that.
Of course.
There wasn't much
to look at.
Yeah. It was a weird time at 13, 14, going through puberty, and there's just lads there, yeah.
We had a biology teacher called Mr. Williams, and he was Irish.
Was he hot?
Oh my God, yeah. And he was Irish. And he came in because we were a Church of England school, hilarious. And he came into like a service one day with a guitar and played the guitar. And it was essential. I was like,
Reverend
what?
Blue Jeans.
He played Reverend Blue Jeans.
Knew it.
All back.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Wonderwall. And I remember, and looking back now, I'm like, what were you doing?
Yeah, he's
these
danger.
poor teenage girls.
He's a danger.
You essentially,
100%.
the equivalent of stripping off for these girls.
Wearing tight pants
like
and
all
that,
of us just
With an Irish accent. Fucking
Picking a
see
guitar
ya.
and serenading young girls.
Oh,
Sicko.
it was fit. And then I remember my friend got in trouble once because we had a substitute teacher. His name was Mr. Short, but I don't think he was short for anything, if you know what I mean.
God,
And my friend got in trouble because she because another teacher overheard my friend say, "God, I'd let him molest me."
It's rough, that.
And she got dragged into the office. I was like, you can't say that.
Why not?
Because she was like 16, we were like a year 11. And I remember, oh God, I'd let him molest me.
That's funny.
But maybe she was telling the truth.
Exactly. And I would have.
She'd always tell the truth.
Yeah.
And he had a really big coffee mug that said The Godfather on it.
Of course
and
he did.
I just remember that.
Was your all-girls school rough, yeah?
No.
Did you like it or like?
Oh, rough. Sorry.
Sorry,
Okay, Tony,
you must have that hard as well, the Scouse lingo stuff, innit?
Yeah.
You didn't know what giving your flowers was, though?
Yeah.
Was
But it wasn't rough.
Was it? Yeah.
I played lacrosse. Okay. I was very, very talented lacrosse player.
Was it challenging? The
Yeah,
young
I would.
girls?
The way I like in my girls' school, like it's guerrilla warfare. So there's warfare. I think I said it on this pod. Yeah. You are not being. You can't point to the attack. You can't point to your attack. You can't point to the weapons. You are just, it's in the trees. It's about to come at any moment. So like you are constant. You are constant. Like someone's going to say something or do something and then there's going to be a giggle, but you can't, it's the biggest, it's why women are the most genius gender is we can shatter people and get away with it because you can't point to it. I could never have turned around and been like, she's bullying because they'd have been, what's she doing? I'd be like, oh, I fucking can't. I
can't say it, but
I can't. You don't understand. Like, and I think it's funny enough. Like, that's why. Like, I mean, we were joking, but we're not joking. But as Kay knows, like, I had a Sunday, a Friday where someone I've been in like a not very healthy situation with did that basically. Where I turned around and I was like, I know I'm being disrespected. I know I'm being mistreated. I know something's wrong. Yeah. I'm going to bring it up and call it out. And I got he did the full like, no, I didn't. I've never done that. No, it wasn't what I was saying. Oh, no, you didn't. That's not what I meant. And I was like...
emotionally damaging. It's like emotionally bullying.
It's cold war shit.
That's sick
shit. It is cold war shit. And it triggers all the stuff from girls' school.
You don't have to say it with chest.
Say it with chest, that big man.
Chest, yeah.
Say it like... And you got all the girls' school things running back where you go... I know I'm right, and I know I'm intelligent enough to be right.
But they're trying to make you look like you're fucking
like you're fucking mental, Tony. I was mental. Like, thank God for like Saturday because I called like my girls in the morning and we just had 2 hours sleep and was like, I just need to sound this out. I need to like almost like a court hearing. Be like, can I just say evidence? It is evidence gathering. It's being like, I think this, and of course all your mates are like, you know what this is. You know what it is. Like that's why you're having such a reaction to it. She's not this time, Tony, let me tell you.
She's not this time.
She's not this time. She's fucking done. I'm so done.
I haven't got a leg to stand on, really. What an absolute... Well, I don't think I'm the right person to enlist
you
that with.
The worst of that, you used to be like that, look, we're not going back. And then a few days later, like, oh, missing.
Can you imagine if I came round to you, if you told me you went back and I was like, well, I'm severely disappointed in you.
I'd be like, speaking of evidence.
As he could just be like, let's go through all of what's up.
I'll be waiting if you say that's right, go back.
It's exactly that. You need your girls who are just...
I'm like the third host here, because I always go back to the girls, man, who
do you?
lead me on, it's like...
I don't have the option to go back anymore.
It's like I need to, not change someone, it's like I need to
Rescue them.
Rescue them, yeah.
Yeah, saver complex. I have that.
We both have that. It's
Yeah.
a real. Do you do the thing where you mental gymnastics? So if someone has treated you badly, really hurt you, really made you small, there's still that part of your brain goes, but I know why they did it, and I know why they've done it. I know where it's coming from.
It'll take me a few weeks, a few months, whatever.
Yeah.
Then when I see them again, it just all comes back, and you're like, fuck.
It's all coming back.
but
It's
you-
all
but you-
coming back to me now.
Everyone's going with Grace again. And then you do it again. And you're like, fuck, man.
Tony, this guy's 3 for 3 with me. 3 for 3. And you go,
Suck at you.
I know, babe.
Suck.
No, I know, babe. I know, babe.
I'm on 2 now, the same one, like, so.
But what do you...
I'm on
do you think you'll
17.
Go, you are. She is a bat. Fucking hell. And I reckon he can walk in here.
absolutely despises me.
But I reckon he can walk in here and be like...
Yeah.
Just one thing, like...
Fucking like
I'd be like, she would slip on her crotch across
Do you
the
reckon
floor.
that's got something to do with our upbringing?
Yeah, my
Yes.
dad didn't love me.
Wait,
I've got a mum, have I? Mum left me.
Have
Mum
you-
issues.
are you the
Yeah.
oldest?
No, older sister. But I haven't got a really good relationship with her. She's moved, and she doesn't live. She lives in Belfast now.
Belfast.
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 I've got a good relationship with her now.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
but
yeah.
very just like,
Yeah.
you know, like.
It's always childhood. It's always childhood. It's always
It is,
something
isn't
that's
it?
happened in childhood.
getting
And this
deep.
is actually, but this is my favourite thing that happened at the Bit Much Babe live pod on Saturday. Was we had like 4 beautiful boys in there. Like shout out Rob, Kyle, Dan. They were lovely. They were so lovely.
You have made up
No, I
those 2
haven't.
names.
No, I haven't. There was I remember him.
Rob, Kyle, and Dan, 4 beautiful boys.
No, yeah, well, no, they were not those ones.
Oh, right,
But they were
okay.
like these like lovely men. And we asked the question at one point, and I was like, "Sorry, is anyone in the room in therapy?" And one of the boys literally went, "No, it's gay." And I was like, right, okay.
Therapy's gay.
Therapy's gay. I was like, are we still there? Are we still there? And I screamed, do you know what therapy is? Do you know what it is? It's the decision to stop making your shit other people's problems.
Yeah,
That's what therapy is. And what therapy I think does do is it gives you the tools, so it'll exactly this, whereas instead of questioning, I wonder why I'm like this, therapy eventually, like, you track it back. So it doesn't necessarily change it in a day. It's not going to change it in a week.
Yeah.
But it means you get to go, I know why I'm behaving like this. I know why it's such a bizarre decision.
I had it when I was, I was like 18.
Yeah.
19 I worked for the council.
Oh, yeah.
And my manager at the time, like, I was always like, like, not focusing and staring to something, and, like, you know what I mean? And she put me for this council for like 6 weeks. And she said it now, but she got to know me, like, all about me, you know, like, life and stuff like that, a bit of a bad start. And I think she just wants to help. She was a proper boss, really good line manager, yeah. And she sent me on this course for 6 weeks, and I remember it was, where we was on Sunday in Teddy's. The shop's all opposite it, yeah. You know, the shutters down.
Yeah.
The pizza place is down. So above there, yeah, it was like the studio. I remember walking in for the first session, and it was like a room, but I remember it just reminded me of summer. It was like, it was all flowers and stuff, and like, and I remember the sun come through the window and stuff. And I sat on this couch, like this one seated couch, and then she was sitting there, and then she had all incense on and that. I remember she was working with me for the first session, and I was thinking, this is fucking bullshit, yeah. Like, this is just a load of shit. I want to do their job, you know what I mean? It's fucking class, this, yeah. And I remember going back like the second, third time. And it got a bit deeper and deeper. By the 5th and 6th one, sitting crying. Going to fucking miss me mum, man. When did she come home? But now it was like, it was just all little tiny things that you forget. You must just put them in the back of your mind. So I'm scared to go now because that was 19 and I was really shy kid. So there wasn't really much that happened. But from 19 to 32, mate,
I
all
know.
them thoughts now, mate, that'd be a
But
wreck.
you'd be amazed by that because you're exactly right.
Yeah, but I feels like I'm unwinding it myself now. You know, like what you're saying, and be more positive.
I
think we can be more. As long as we get up and we just try every day and try and be a better person and be there for friends. And there's a lot of times where I just like be a bit selfish and, you know, like not be there for my friends, but really just shut everyone out and deal with it myself. Where now I'm trying to spend more time with people I like and stuff, and that helps as well. It does.
It does. And do you know the respect that people feel when you pick them? Like when someone turns around, like when you turn around to a mate and go, oh, I'm struggling a bit, can I talk to you about this? Far from you being a burden, they feel so flattered and respected they're your person. And I think that's something we need, is just, it's lovely. Yeah. It's a beautiful thing to go, I've selected you as someone I just want to talk through my big scary thoughts with. I think it's so lovely.
And this is also class as well, the podcast and stuff. Because you might, even though you turn into a funny way, it's still getting off your chest.
Oh, massively.
Oh, massively.
You know what I mean?
And I think I've said this before, since starting comedy, I've learned so much about myself because I've had to make it.
Do you still get nervous, by the way? Can I ask questions about these?
It depends. So, for example, because obviously I've been working in London over the past couple of months and I haven't been gigging as regularly.
Yeah.
When I do, that's like a gig for Dan Nightingale in Chester a couple of weeks ago. And before that, I was pacing and I was like, oh my God, I could throw up right now. Really? Because even though I'm still performing when I'm in London,
it's still not set.
It's not the same. Yeah. This is my words. I am alone on that stage. There's no beautiful, sexy men that are distracting people.
Hey, Dan Nightingale was there.
Dan Nightingale's great. I love him. Should see us dance to Pony. Sick. Yeah. But I kind of, and I remember being like, oh my God. And also, because I want to impress Dan. Dan is... It's
also the thing of the gig as well sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who else is on with you, or it's important where you might get more work off it, and there's all
the first time I did the Frog and Bucket is one of the most nervous I've ever been in my life.
I always used to get I always used to get nervous at the Frog and Bucket. I don't know what it was. It was because it's like an away fixture for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm hot water, you know what I mean? They got a good relationship. It was just about a local out of Liverpool playing the Manchester home club. It was I've always done well, but it was just dead. It was nerve-wracking.
Well, mine was again. Oh, Dan Nightingale again. I've never done Beat the Frog.
Yeah.
Dan Nightingale spoke to Amy and Jess at Beat the Frog and said, look out for Kay, essentially. They watched a clips of Martin and said, okay, can you come and do an afternoon show for Saturday, middle? Yeah. And I was like, so I've got to go to the Frog and Bucket on a sold-out Saturday matinee and do 10 minutes.
Killed that, though.
Well, I did.
Yeah, there you go.
But I remember being like, I know they've thrown me in to see if I swim.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Course,
And not only that, I'm on the back end of Dan Nightingale, so I have to.
Yeah, you have to.
I've got to show
on someone's ticket.
I remember being stood off stage, and thank fucking God it was Hayley Ellis comparing. I think it was. No, it was Hayley Ellis comparing. Or was
I love Hayley. Anyway, Hayley's boss, isn't she?
But I just remember my hands were going, and I was like, oh, I haven't felt this nervous for a very long time in my life. And that's the most nervous that I've ever been. And 4 applause breaks, it's no big deal. That's nothing, do you know what I mean?
What about you, Hatty?
Don't know. Again, I'm probably more like you. Like, it's the stature of the gig. Like, I know what I am.
This is why I asked you, because I don't get nervous anymore. Like,
do you know?
I am not asked. I don't know if that's a bad thing, though.
I don't think I'll ever get there where I'm never nervous.
I never thought,
It's Saturday. I mean...
I used to like it, because it gives you that bit of a adrenaline rush before you go on. Now I'm just dead. Sad. I love doing it.
Yeah.
I'm more of a... Because I was going to ask you, obviously you must get nervous, Ben, don't you, doing gigs still now?
Obviously, yeah.
Because you're quite new, aren't you?
That's it depends on the gig as well. Like if it's an open mic, I'm more...
You must see, because Ben's show managers in Hot Water, you see me all the time now. So I'm more like... You don't get nervous, do I?
I've only ever seen you nervous once, and it's kind of my fault.
But after the Smasher gig, though, I'm dead like...
Why was it your fault? What did you do?
I told him that everyone was expecting Paul Smith, and he was going on to compare.
Oh, yeah. The room was full, to be first time ever seeing Hot Water on the weekend. I'm going, fuck this turn out for me. First weekend, my hometown, my home club.
And Doug
then comes over and goes, hey... I swear, Dan, 2 minutes going on. Hey, like, lads, can't wait for this, lad. He goes, they're all need to see Paul Smith. He fucked up on his shows. I went, what? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Tony. I went, what? Hello, everyone. Paul's let himself go, hasn't he?
No, but to be fair, it's probably good that I let you know, because you've got to reference it, otherwise someone will shout, where's Paul Smith?
Yeah.
Someone will shout that. So.
He did give me the heads up.
You haven't got the best tact in the world,
no, but you've got to tell him.
No, I know, you did the right, just maybe not 2 seconds before.
You give me the heads up, didn't you? Instead of letting me walk in there blind, because...
I could all do it, by the way...
going on like that, look, hi, I'm Tony Carroll.
By the way...
Welcome to Tony Carroll's night!
Who the fuck are you? Where's Paul Smith? What?
I told him 2 seconds before because he turned up at the gig 2 seconds before.
So that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, I know, but it sounded funny when I said that. We all lie about
that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I love a little story like that, though. You just write it your own way.
Yeah.
And go, guess what Ben done? So you know, never like you did, lads.
It's like sending you to the wrong pub on my birthday.
What?
I sent Tony to the wrong pub on my birthday.
You're a bitch about
The
parties.
birthday just gone.
Yeah, I don't want you to get
You're a
away
little
with
bitch.
it.
The one that he went.
What do you mean, he? He's got a name.
I love you so much.
Thank
I
you.
really, really do.
Go on,
I love
carry
you
on.
so
Go on.
much. But Tony went.
I say we call that a pod.
Oh, what do we call that pod? Call that pod. How many jobs has Tony got yet?
I don't think my mic's on.
Is it on? Oh, you fucking arsehole. You absolute arsehole.
Yeah, I turned up and he was no one in this pub. I was like, I was coming down here just, to be a nice guy,
Yeah.
support.
Oh, this
and he's
twat.
fucking sent me down the pub.
And he comes and he goes, I'm famous.
I'm famous. You just let me vulnerable in the pub on my own.
I love you so much.
It's so good.
Is that a pod?
Yeah. Been about
well,
56
that
minutes
makes
then.
Start getting these sounds,
Dreamy.
girls.
I know. What I did. What are we on?
We're 57. 57.
I said, give me.
I did.
To be fair, I kept seeing, and you were. It was during the really angry bit,
Yeah.
and I just thought.
You get to know the times, girls. Me and Jay, we've got a spot on now. Yeah, we 52 minutes. We're like, right, that's a pod. We already know it's 52. We counting our heads.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, because the minute.
I love the way this is still fresh and you just love it.
I know.
Wait till 2.5 years and you don't
'cause
want to be there.
The minute the pair of you... Actually, just before I go, I will say the story. The last time I was on Hot Water's Green Room was when I was guest hosting, because Tony sent me a message and went, "Okay, really, really sorry. Can you... Well, I'll tell you. I'm really, really sorry. Can please... Because I need to go down south. I really need to go down south." Like, the tone of the messages was like emergency. And I was like, oh my God, Tony, yes, I'm free, of course. 1, I'm honoured that you've asked me. And 2, yeah, okay, fair enough. And then he went, "Oh, great, sick. I've got Fulham away." I was like, are you fucking taking the piss?
Priorities is priorities.
I've got to cut my shift short in work to go and co-host to you so you go and watch your fucking Reds. You fucking gobshite.
Listen, thank you. I owe you
You're
one.
welcome.
I owe you one.
The grace fuck you, Tony. Tony, you're the...
Thank you so much.
No,
for
I
having me.
love this
Tony, we
so
love
much.
you so much.
You're one of my favourite babes.
You're one of my... I speak so highly of you and Tony, and it's so true because you are both... You've done so much for me, and I love you both very, very much. And this has been a really soppy podcast.
It has been soppy,
No,
but
it's
listen,
I love
that's
it.
who I am. I can't lie. You know what I mean? I'm a
This
good
is
guy.
exactly what the podcast I wanted to make.
Yeah.
Good. Well, I'll be happy to come on maybe closer to me tour. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll
Yes.
give it a little push and we'll have another catch-up of our relationship.
Hot Girl Summers.
And hopefully,
And I'll be on-
hopefully I'll still have my mojo.
And I'll be on 19 times by then.
Well, thank you all so much, and thank you, Tony Carroll. You're an absolute beauty.
Make sure you follow Tony on everything, which you probably already do.
Buy tickets
Hot
to his
Water's
tour
Green Room.
the day it comes out.
And they do Hot Water Green Show live shows every Friday at Hot Water Comedy Club. You've already done one. I think I'm due to do one in September or something. So yeah, we will let you know when them dates are. But we love you very, very much.
Love you too. Thank you very much, girls. Bye, guys. Thank you very much.
But then we also get